Maddox is eating. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something, and I know a lot of women go
Guys,
through
do
it.
you know who JoJo's is?
I know a lot of women go through it, but I just wanted to bring it up because I'm dealing with it a little bit. So after I had the twins, and I came home from the hospital. Not even when I came home from the hospital, like before I left the hospital, I was like so nervous. I was like so scared. I'm just like, how am I gonna be a mom of twins? Plus, I have Marley already, and I took her out of school so she can stay home with me. I'm a firm believer in if I can't watch my kids, then if I'm able to watch them, then I don't really need to have nobody else watching them. So I took her out of school, and so she's staying home with me now, whatever. And I will do a video on our routine on like what I teach her during the day, and what we do, activities and things like that we do. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about postpartum depression and how I'm suffering from it, and how some days are easier than others. Like one day I wake up and I just be happy, and I'm not sad, I'm not depressed. And then 3 hours later, my whole mood changes, and I'm depressed and I'm sad, and I'm just like not happy at all. Um, my doctor prescribed me with some medicine, but I haven't took the medicine. I took it one time, but they don't know the effects that it does to your breast milk. And being that I want to, continue to breastfeed the boys. I breastfed Marley until she was about 2.5. So I want to continue to breastfeed the boys. I think, breast milk is the best milk, and it's just healthier and it's just better for them. But I don't want to give them any kind of drugs that they don't need. So this is basically why I started my YouTube video, my YouTube channel per se. I'm was really going through it. Like I would cry all day. The babies would cry, I would cry. Marley would cry, I would cry. And I just feel like I just could never do anything. I could never get anything done. I can never just talk to people.
Guys,
Hold on, mommy's talking. I can never talk to people, and I could just never just control myself. I was always angry. I was always upset. I was always crying. And me doing the YouTube videos is actually helping me.
if you know it's
I'm trying my best to do.
Cypress next.
I'm trying my best to do as much as I can do, and I'm just trying to stay positive through the whole situation. I don't feel like myself. I done had twins, which is I'm really grateful for, and I'm really happy. And but I just don't feel like myself. Like I gained a lot of weight, and like I had a C-section as well too with the twins. I had a C-section with Marley as well too. Um, so just recovering from that. I feel like they cry so much, so and they just always so fussy. So I don't know how to really balance out my life. And it's even harder when you have a husband, or you're in a relationship, and then you got to give them attention, and you got to give your kids attention, and then you just fall lacking of yourself. It's really hard. And I know being a mom and stuff like that is not always easy, but it works. It works out. and um
Aren't you hear
and
it?
I feel like if you're suffering from
Turn
postpartum
off
depression,
the
you need to always
channel.
try to focus yourself and focus your energy onto doing something else. Like whether it's something for yourself, you know? Like my YouTube video channel is it's about my family and stuff like that, whatever, but I have so many other things that I'm focusing on that I want to do. And like, just when people see my family, they're just like, oh my God, you guys are so beautiful. You guys are so happy. And everything just looks great all the time. And, you know, like, I'm so, you know, everybody's like so proud and stuff like that or whatever. And they looking at me like, oh, you're doing such a great job. And like, you know, you just handling everything so well. And just like, I always have this poker face on. Like, I don't never want people to see things that's not going well with me. And this is why, like, I decided to talk to you guys about postpartum depression and all the stuff that comes with postpartum depression. Like, I never felt suicidal or anything like that. I don't feel suicidal. It's not, I don't, it's not that serious, but I do really feel days where I'm just like, I don't want to be around my kids. I don't want to be around my husband. I want to be by myself in a room in the dark listening to Michael Jackson. And I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to my family. I don't want to talk to my sisters, my mom, my cousins, nobody. I don't want to talk to anybody. And, you know, talking to my cousin Shoshana and her YouTube video, you can subscribe to her. Her channel is Shoshana, and it's SHASHANA, and a dash in between SHA. So it's SHA-SHANA. And I talked to her and she was like, you know, you should just try vlogging. It's really good. And, you know, like, it's just a lot. I've been through so much in the past, you know, couple of years where like my best friend getting killed, and like I just like never really fully recovered from that. And then me going through a whole pregnancy where she was like always there with me through my first pregnancy, even though, like, you know, she was always there with me through my first pregnancy. She's my daughter's godmother, and for me to have twins and she's not here, and then all this stuff, it's just like a lot. And now I'm back to staying at home with the kids. I'm not working right now, and which is fine, me staying at home and stuff like that. But when you're so used to having your own independence, and you're like, you know, I drop Molly off at school, I go to work, and then I come home and I get things done. It's easier. And then now that I have the twins, it's just like, yeah, I'm home. I'm feeding them. I'm burping them. I'm changing diapers. And I'm like tending to Marley. And I just don't have no time for myself. And I'm just always sad. And it's just really depressing. And I think, like, you know, a lot of people don't know about postpartum depression. And people just think that, like, you know, that's just a way to cop out from things that you're being a mom, and it's really not. It's a lot. And like, I don't really like to talk about what I'm going through to people, because people are so judgmental and they just could care less about how you feel, and they just want to put everything that they feel onto you and what their beliefs are and how, you know, and things like that. And it's just a lot, and I don't really like it. So one, being that I like to color my hair, the first thing I did was go out and I picked the color, and I was like, I'm gonna just order it off of Amazon, buy me some hair color, and bleach my hair and dye it. That was the first thing I did, and I felt a little bit better about my life. The second thing I did was I'm really into DIY projects and things like that or whatever. And I just started to, like, you know, write down the things that I wanted to make and things that I wanted to do. And I will show you guys some things that I've been working on and some things that I've tried to do. I try to take some time out for me and Jeremy. Like, you know, we went out, and it was just like to look at schools for the kids. You know, because I'm thinking about going back to work, and I don't think I'm a bad person for that. But we went to go look at schools for the kids, and we went to go look at places, and we didn't go out to eat or anything like that. It wasn't like a date, but it was just spending time with me and him without the kids, without me hearing them cry and things like that. That actually helps. I sit on the phone with my cousin Shoshana all the time, like all day. I try to keep in contact with my friends that are here with me in Virginia. You know, it's hard for my friends back home in New York because, like, we're not like close to each other. Like we're not like right there next to each other. Like my best friend Liz, like I'm not right there with her. So like, you know, like I call her a couple of times and talk to her about, you know, whether I should stay home with the kids or go back to work, and tell her about me being depressed. And she told me, don't tell nobody that you're depressed. Um, I watch a lot of like, you know, comedy videos like Jess Hilarious. I watch her stuff every day. It's hilarious and she makes me laugh the whole entire time. So like it just makes me happy. And then I try to like stay in my Facebook family group chat with my cousins and things like that because they make me laugh. And I just like I try to look at the positive side of everything, and just try to be a little more positive. It's so easy to feel down. It's so easy to feel like to get negative energy towards you and driven towards you. So it's so easy. It's like it's really easy. And being that I live in a state where you gotta like drive everywhere or whatever, it's even harder too because I don't drive. So like I have to depend on like either Uber or Lyft or whoever, wherever to do things, and it's kind of bad sometimes. But I do have a lot of support and a lot of people that help me do things, and and it just makes me happy, and like you know, like if you really need the medication then you take it. But like I said, like I'm giving the boys Similac too, and doing breast milk too. But I realized that, like, you know, when I had Marley, um, when I had Marley, I when I had her, literally like was determined to breastfeed her. I was happy. Like when I couldn't breastfeed her, I was really sad. And then when she finally latched on it, and even though it hurts like hell, I was so happy that she did it, and I was so happy. I was so determined to do it. So that's why, like, you know, I was driven with Marley. With the boys, I'm just like, it's two of them. Like, I don't know if I could produce enough milk to have them both breastfeed, but like with Marley, I kept her on my breast all the time. Every time she cried, like you hear, that's Michael right now, like crying a little bit. Every time she did that sound, I just put her on my breast. And I realized that in order for me to keep my milk coming, that's exactly what I got to do. So that's kind of making me happy too, that I can give them the best milk in the world and still have that connection and that bond with them, and like, you know, and just be happy. Like I gotta be thankful for the stuff that I have and the people that I have in my life. And I gotta just like separate the negative people out of my life, and the people who are not happy for me, and people who are judgmental, and the people who don't care, and just like, you know, just downers. Like I have to like take them out of my life, and I gotta just like not worry about it. And then I feel like in order to get through stuff, you have to speak about it. And a lot of times in the Black community, we do not speak about our feelings and our emotions and things like that. And it's really sad. And I feel like, you know, like a lot of these other cultures and a lot of these other races, like they will go to a therapist, they will go to a marriage counselor, they would take medication to make them feel better. And I feel like we are so proud of, or not proud, but like we just don't want people to think that we're weak. And it's not you being weak if you need help. Like if you need help, you need help. And it's not you being weak. It's not you being like yeah, it's just like you just need help. And it's like it's a lot. Sometimes life is just a lot to deal with, and people deal with things in their own way, and sometimes it's just not great, you know? Like after I had the twins and stuff like that, I was happy, and then I was like, what am I gonna do? Like at first I was like, I didn't even want to hold him. Like I was like, yeah, hey, babies. Like I didn't even want to hold them. And now like I can't be away from them for longer than like an hour. And like, and it's crazy. Like, it's just a lot, and it's a lot that you got to go through. And I really just wish that if you are going through postpartum depression, or if you are going through any kind of depression, you get help, and you and you go talk to people, and you go seek people, and you just like, whatever you're going through, sometimes you just really need the help. And like, you don't want to sit there and just put yourself through situations when you eating away at your problems, and you just sweeping your problems underneath the rug, because the more you sweep your problems underneath the rug just piles up and piles up and piles up, and then it just becomes too much to handle, too much to clean. And once that happens, it's hard to get out of it. And what are you supposed to do? Like, what's going to be your next option? It's not going to be nothing nice. It's not going to be nothing good. It's not going to be nothing that's going to actually help you. Yeah, and another thing I wanted to say is, like, Marley is really, really helpful. And if you have toddlers and stuff like that, like, let them help you. Like, if you have a toddler and then you have another baby, like, let them help you, because she loves helping me. She would go and get their bottles, or tell me if they're hungry, or she would be like, Mommy, my brother's is doing this, or my brother's pooped, and she would go get the diapers and the wipes and the Pampers, and she would help out so much, which is like wonderful. She's such a good big sister, right? And some days it's hard on her. It's hard on her too, because it's like she was an only child for 3 years, and then like out of nowhere, it's like two babies just come, and she just like, oh, okay. I don't got mommy and daddy full attention anymore. And then, when people talk to her, the first thing they say is like, oh, how you love being a big sister? And then asking about her brothers. And she just like, what about me? You talking to me. They can't talk. So talk to me about me. She don't really care about talking to anybody about her brothers. Like, she really could care less. So, like, yeah. And that's another thing. Like, I don't want to neglect her. So I try to feel like because that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm neglecting her a lot. And I try to just do as much as I possibly can with her. And I try to, like, talk to her and just do as much as I can with her. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I just feel like, this was something that I really needed to get off my chest and talk about. And something that is like, really important to me, so yeah, that's about it. As I was saying, like, I'm trying to cut back on the Similac and just breastfeed more, so I'm just gonna keep them on my breast until my milk just falls right out. Yeah, tomorrow Marley has dance class, so I don't know if I'm gonna wash her hair tonight or do it tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably do it tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna just be a lot easier to do it like that. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a blessed day, and just always make sure that you're happy. Happiness is a choice, and choose it, because that's the only way that you're gonna ever succeed in life, is if you're happy. You gotta be happy to get everything done and to get everything together. And for you moms and things like that, like, if you're not happy, the household is not happy. Like, because the mom is the backbone of the house. So if if you're not good, everything else is gonna break down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the heart, we the thing that keep everything ticking. So just make sure, like, you do everything that you could possibly do, and just make it work and be happy, and just like love yourself, and forget about everything that everybody else say and everybody else's opinion, because your opinion is the only opinion that matters. And yeah, and that's just it. And you know, I love you guys. I love my family. I love my kids, and I support everything that everybody does.
If you
Be careful with the peppermint in your mouth.
if you guys give me a thumbs up and comment down below, you know what to comment.
Yeah, so you guys comment down below because you guys know where to comment. Remember, guys, dare to be bold, dare to be different, and dare to be you.